Leo, this is Lisa with the Poet Oracle, and today we're going to find out what's going on with you and the person you were thinking about when you clicked on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so that you're notified when future videos are released. Today we are going to look at some tarot cards, I have some oracle cards, and then at the end we're going to look at some personal messages. Now this is just a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you feel that any roles need to be reversed from how I present it, then by all means flip it. Okay, well, the very first two cards that we get are the Ten of Wands and then the Star card, both in the reverse. So this relationship just feels very much like a disappointment, that it just feels very heavy. The burdens on you feels heavy, or it has completely collapsed, or it's on its way down, it's breaking down, and in the process of it breaking down, it's breaking you down, right? When we look at the Ten of Wands, he's got all these wands that he's carrying. It just feels like there's a lot of burden and you've had to let it go, all right? Or you're working on letting it go. All right, and it really, with the Star card in the reverse, is all about just not having faith in it anymore. It feels like all the dreams that you once had about it just feel broken. You feel very negative about this situation as a whole because it just felt just too heavy. Oh my goodness. Then we get the Two of Cups in the reverse, and this is all about, you know, it could be bad communication. You talk, but you don't talk, right? You don't explain, they don't explain, so you don't actually have good communication. But it also represents just disharmony and maybe even separation. A breakup, a divorce. It's about imbalance. This is not a balanced relationship. Then we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is all about it being a missed opportunity. There's definite regret on the table, but just feeling very unhappy, bored with the situation as a whole because it's just been too heavy and you feel very depressed about it. You've been contemplating a lot, reevaluating the situation, looking at the arguments, looking at the lack of communication. It just feels like you're very dissatisfied. Man, then we get the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is all about just feeling defeated. It's complete ruin. It's hitting rock bottom in this situation. A total collapse. You feel backstabbed, betrayed by this individual. You feel defeated. This relationship failed. All right, and why did it fail? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse because, you know, somebody wasn't giving enough into this situation. So you decided not to finish what you started. This was setbacks. This is due to lack of effort. This is an individual that did not put in what you were putting in. With that Two of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody that was not feeding into your cup. You might have been pouring into theirs, but honey, they were not pouring into yours. They did not put in the work, and therefore this relationship did not progress. And if it did progress, it progressed very, very slowly. All right, and then we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. This is, you know, this individual did not plan well. They also could have been very deceptive, manipulative. They were all talk, no walk. Also could be gossiping about you, so I would watch out for that. This person could be running around trying to gaslight you in some way, which is crazy to me. Like, if you do somebody dirty, own it. Own that they walked away from you and just keep your mouth shut about it. You know, don't go around and try to badmouth somebody when you did them wrong to take the light off of you, right? Not you, but this individual. All right, and then we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is beautiful when it comes to this reading because it's all about going within, doing your soul searching, doing your shadow work, reflecting on what you learned from this situation so that you can avoid those situations in the future. All right, it's going within, taking a little time out for yourself, going a little bit MIA from the world a little bit. Introspection is always needed. All right, let's get one more from here and we will switch over. It looks like you got somebody that they just didn't do right by this situation. All right, and then we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords can represent absolute anxiety or trauma, but it also can represent nightmares, fear. So hopelessness. You know, this individual may have filled you up with so much hopelessness and worry about what they were doing, who they were talking to, that you had nightmares. You couldn't even sleep good. Then we get the Justice card in the reverse. This person was not fair to you. They were very dishonest with you. They were not accountable for their own actions. They were highly imbalanced. And so it caused an imbalance in this situation, and it hurt you greatly. I mean, when we look at the Ten of Swords, I mean, look at all those swords in the back. I mean, this person's laying there like dead, you know? And you're just like, this person just over and over and over and over again, they did things. All right, and then we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse. This is the second time that we got this. So this person was not playing with their laziness, not finishing what they started. They just did not put in the work. They did not put in the effort at all in this situation. Oh, and then we get the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody that could be very demanding and even spiteful in nature. What a nasty card to get. This person's attitude must have been quite nasty. All right, and then we have the Nine of Coins, which is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This person may have been financially dependent on you, very superficial, all about the material world and not the love. But this is a deceit card. All right, and then we have the Seven of Wands. Did we have this before? I feel like I saw this. Let's see. No. Well, we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and this is all about, you know, just surrendering. Giving up on the situation. I'm done. I'm done with the situation. Giving up the fight. You don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to battle it anymore. Oh, my goodness. Then we get the Emperor card in the reverse. The Emperor card is the Aries card, but in the reverse, it really can represent somebody that's very inflexible, right? Somebody that just cannot bend. It's their way or the highway type person. Somebody very abusive of their power. This is somebody that when somebody loves them, they take advantage of that love. They take advantage because they know that that person will be there for them. But this person they might deal with some childhood issues with their parents. Maybe their parents didn't reflect healthy love, and so they don't reflect healthy love. They try to control love. All right, this says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I mean, really. I mean, this person's behavior, if it doesn't match up with words, then you already know. All right, we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. It was in the reverse. Doesn't even feel fun anymore. This relationship got to a point where it was an absolute burden. It just felt too heavy. You were too unhappy. It wasn't even fun anymore. Couldn't even have fun anymore. You couldn't play anymore with each other. This says healing family issues. Your love benefits as you forgive your parents. My goodness. Parental issues with the Emperor card in the reverse. And then they need to heal their family issues. You may also need to heal some family issues. But it just is ironic that we get a card that definitely signifies having some parental issues or childhood issues. And then boom. Healing family issues is what's needed. All right, we got the Coffin card. This is endings bring new beginnings. You got to put an end to certain things. Put a death to it. Now, that doesn't mean that this relationship won't spark back up if that's what you truly want. It just means that it can't spark back up the same way that it was, right? That relationship as it was, where this person was being deceptive, arguing, not communicating appropriately, all that's gone. You can't deal with that anymore. You have to put a death to that so you can rebirth something new, either with this person or with somebody else. And then we have Heart with a Key. This is all about opening your heart, opening your heart to welcome love in. And you might even actually meet the one that actually has the key to your heart, that understands your heart, that protects your heart. Okay, let's get one more from here. All right, we have self-indulgence. You got to focus on yourself and do your shadow work. That's what this card is cautioning you to do. We have karmic relationship. I don't doubt it. Karmic relationships are only sent to you to teach you something. So this situation may have been very difficult, very painful, but you might have learned self-love out of it. You might have learned more about what you really want in a relationship. You might have learned your strength, whatever it is, but karmic relationships are set to teach you. And then the last one is addiction, codependent, obsessive, obsession, possession, controlling. Let me tell you something. This person may be codependent on you, dependent on the energy that you give them. All right. Okay, let's get a dream oracle for you. Ooh. Number 43, the magic zone, the exhilaration of discombobulation. Now, what this tells you, okay, is that in the chaos of pain, in the chaos of confusion, this is the magic zone. This is where you can truly learn about yourself and about your shadow side so that you can truly work on yourself. So when you feel discombobulated, when things are not all together, this is the prime moment to really look at your life, see why it's not together, so that you can start focusing on the healing that you need to do, on the steps that you need to take. That's what the magic zone is. Take the time out to truly do your healing. All right, let's get a fairy temple oracle, and then we're going to get some personal messages for you. Vision. Yes. This is all about visualizing, imagining, and foreseeing. Now, when we look at the magic zone, right, that we had previously, this is all about when things are not all together. This is telling you that right now you need to actually set your vision. What is it that you want in this life? What is it that you want out of love or out of a relationship? Set that vision. Imagine yourself in it. How do you feel in that situation? This is all about manifesting. Make sure that you are manifesting what it is that you truly need and not this same cycle, not this same type of situation. All right? You want a new situation. Okay, let's get some personal messages just to add on to the cards. Okay, the very first one is, you are on someone's mind right now. Honey, I know you are, because this person, you're gone. Okay, you're gone, whether emotionally, physically, whatever, you're gone. This says accept help. If you need help, ask for it. This says creative ventures. You might have a new creative venture that you're thinking about, a new company, a new, I don't know, hobby, whatever it is, but go for it. And then we have changes. Changes are coming, and you know what? Changes are a good thing. May not feel like it when you're going through it, but they're always so that you can shift your direction. All right, let's get a poem for this situation. Well, we had two, so I'm going to go ahead and take both of them. The very first poem is number 46, Drowning. Drowning in pools of what-ifs and back-thens, watching it end in promises to begin, only to feel the imagination of happiness all over again. This is all about somebody that as soon as it kind of breaks down, they try to draw you back in, like, you know, love bombing and all of that, and saying, oh, I won't do that again. I promise, you know, we could start over. I'll be a different person. And then boom, all over again, they do it, hurt you again. Number 15, deceiving eyes. My eyes, they deceive me. They cause me confusion. I see false mirages and fake illusions. This person put illusions up. They made you believe that they were going to change, that they were going to be different in some way, that they were going to be more giving, more caring, more responsive to this relationship, but they weren't. Every single time they just spoke the words, but didn't want to walk the walk. All right, if this person could say anything to you at all, no pride, no ego, no fear, what would they say to you? Let's get some messages. What do they want to say to you? Get a couple more. Oh. Okay, the very first one that we see is, I wish time could stop when I'm by your side. So they really like being around you. This says, I'm working on being a better person. That's good. All right, this says, I ignored your feelings. It wasn't worth the pain I caused. Starting to see this now. They're having some regret. This says, you were the most unexpected person at the most unexpected time. You make me happy. I assumed and made an ass out of you and me. But I need you. Ooh, codependency. Yes, sneakiness is real. So this person knows they were being sneaky, manipulative. And then the last message is, I love being in your aura. This person needs your energy. There are definitely things called energy vampires. They'll come in and take everything that you have, make you feel like you are completely falling apart. All the while they're just collecting your energy. This person seemed very much like they were a little codependent on you. All right. Let's get one or two messages from a career and finance standpoint, and then we will close this reading out. Okay, we got 3 that came out. Let's see what they got to say. It says, if the hard work isn't paying off, work on finding a new place to work hard. I don't know. Maybe you don't feel like your job is paying off for you. You're not growing. You're not developing. Think about that. Think about your options and your opportunities. This says, fear of change will result in no change. I know that's right. You got to look at your options. Look at your opportunities. If you're working hard every day and it's not paying off, you're not growing, you're not doing anything, what are you doing? Think about your life. You only get one of them. All right. This says, show up late. Show up late. Showing up late can equate to a no-show in others' minds. So be cautious of how you present yourself. If you want people to see you as somebody that is very focused and determined, then show up on time. All right. This is your reading. Please make sure to come back and check me out again.